Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, December 10th, 2018. Looking at precipitation over the past 14 days, most of the Great Basin is close to normal as far as precipitation. You can see the map on the right shows that percent of normal. The higher elevations, of course, have seen much more precipitation than the lower elevation areas. And the driest areas across the Great Basin have been across southeastern Utah and portions of eastern Idaho. As far as snow, not too much new snowfall over the past 72 hours across the Great Basin, but looking at the snow depth map on the right, you can see that much of the Great Basin, with the exception of southern Nevada, does have some snow cover. Satellite this morning shows a low-pressure system moving into the western part of the Great Basin, spreading clouds and moisture across much of the area. So for today, we do have the system moving across the northern part of the Great Basin. However, the ventilation index is generally quite low across the area. This is due in part to very light transport winds in place and low mixing heights. As we move into Tuesday, we will see some improvement in mixing across the far southern part of the area, but mixing will still be port-a-fair across the majority of the Great Basin on Tuesday. You can see that on Tuesday those transport winds continue to be very light with those very low mixing heights. Things will improve drastically on Wednesday as another system drops southeast into the area. The ventilation index will be good to excellent on Wednesday with that weather system moving through the area. You can see much stronger transport winds forecast on Wednesday as well as much higher mixing heights. So the Utah Forecast Clearing Index shows a very similar trend with port-a-fair mixing Monday and Tuesday, and then a vast improvement moving into Wednesday. Over the next 3 days, the majority of the precipitation that falls will be across the northern part of the Great Basin, as we do have some weather systems that brush by to the northern part of the area. On Thursday, we will see high pressure rebuild across the area. We don't have the relative humidity data for this period, but you can see that high pressure in place across the Great Basin, and with that return of high pressure, the ventilation index will plummet back down to port-a-fair values. Moving into Friday, we could see a bit of improvement across the south with another system making its way towards the area. And moving into Saturday, again, some more improvement across the area, mainly across the southern parts of the Great Basin. And then finally on Sunday, a similar trend with the best mixing across the southern part of the Great Basin. In the 4 to 5 day period, things look a little drier. Any precipitation that does fall will be across the northern part of the Great Basin. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures across the majority of the area, with a potential for above normal precipitation across about the majority of the Great Basin. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.